Welcome.
Welcome to the Everything Podcast, Season 2, Episode 129. And before we get to the actual episode itself and Day 2 of the 2023 Advent Calendar, if you're a Doctor Who fan, which if you're watching the last few episodes and the upcoming episode, then you'll be watching them. Then tonight, hopefully, if it goes out when I want it to, the second of the 60th anniversary specials, titled World Blue Yonder, will be released. So yes, hope you enjoy it. Obviously, I'll have probably watched it I'll be watching it tonight when this comes out, but I'm recording nearly 3 weeks ahead, 2.5 weeks. So yeah, it's time for Day 2 of the 2023 Advent Calendar. Episode itself, what I'm going to talk about is Doctor Who magazine, and we're getting towards the end now of all the news to do with the 2024 season and the 2023 festive special of Doctor Who. So we're looking in this segment from issue 594 with an article titled Forecast, with principal filming on the 15th Doctor's first season now complete. 4 more cast members have been revealed. The actors are Gemma Arrowsmith, Will Brayshaw, Mary Mallow, and Majid Mahavaji, aka Luke Jurdy. Speaking exclusively to Doctor Who magazine, executive producer Phil Collinson says The cast for our end-of-year festive special is continuing to grow, though still with some names we haven't announced yet, but it's a delight to welcome 2 more names on board, with Gemma Arrowsmith and Mary Malone, and you won't have to wait long to find out how they connect to the Doctor and Ruby Sunday. Gemma Arrowsmith is an accomplished comedy writer and actor whose own series, Gemma Arrowsmith Sketched Out, aired on BBC Radio 4 in 2022 and is available on BBC Sounds. On television, Mary Malone has featured in Vera and won the Broadway World UK Award for Best Supporting Performer in a play for her role in The Prince at the Silswalk Playhouse in 2022. Phil continues. Coming up after that is the 2024 series. Excited to open the studio doors to a former star of Hollyoaks with Majid Mahidso Valjurdi. His character in The Oaks, Jesse, died of alcohol poisoning on his wedding day. Let's hope he has more peaceful time in the universe, although I can't promise. And it's a separate episode. We'd like to say hello to Billy Brayshaw, and there are plenty more names to come. Billy Brayshaw played in CBBC's Still So Awkward and more recently in the HBO Max comedy film A Christmas Story Christmas. The new series of Doctor Who starring Shooter Gatwa as the Doctor and Millie Gibson as Ruby Sunday will be shown in 2024. Next up, from Doctor Who magazine issue 596 is an article titled Whose New Direction? 2 directors working on stories for the 15th Doctor, played by Shooter Gatwa, have been announced. Alex Polloy is the director of Block 1 of Shooty's second season, while Peter Hoare is the director of Block 2. Executive producer Phil Collinson says it's an absolute delight to welcome Alex on board, my first time working with him. And it's already been so much fun on the most ambitious ideas we've ever realised. Showrunner Ross Tudor says, what a joy to be reunited with Peter. Phil and I made it to sim with him, and he directed my ITV drama Nolly. It's the 3rd time's the charm. He's also famous and Emmy nominated for that amazing 3rd episode of The Last of Us. After that, he could choose to work anywhere in the world, and he chose Cardiff. We win. Speaking exclusively to Doctor Who magazine, the new questions answer some questions. What's your first memory of Doctor Who? Alex says, hiding behind the sofa, of course, from the Yetis in the Abominable Snowman, broadcast in 1967. Peter replied, hard to say. I remember the giant robot from Robot, broadcast in 1974 and 1975 vividly, but also recall a conversation with my brothers about giant maggots from the Green Death, broadcast in 1972. I might have been too young to watch, which is why what they told me stuck in my brain. Who's your favourite companion? Alex replies, it's got to be Sarah Jane Smith. Peter replies, there's a close second here in Sarah Jane, loving her compassion, but I'm going to go for Tegan. I think her false confidence felt reliable in some of the darkest moments. Her brave heart won me over. I think her Aussie background felt very cosmopolitan to me too. Remember, it was the early 80s. I bawled my eyes up when she left. Had to excuse myself from the lounge. What have you been excited to shoot? No spoilers. Alex, the TARDIS arriving and no one noticing. I'm of Tamil heritage and a lifelong Doctor Who fan. My doctors were John Pertwee and Tom Baker. I can't pick between the two. And a love of all things science fiction drew me to filmmaking. Lenny Henry gave me my first professional TV break. He produced a short horror film I directed for BBC Two. I'm thrilled to be working with the Time Lord, and especially his new incarnation, Shooter Gatwa. Peter, I'm always excited just to shoot the TARDIS in a corridor, down an alleyway, alone in the cosmos. It still holds its own as an icon of possibility, that brave little blue box. Shooter Gatwa's first full season as the Doctor begins in 2024. Next up, from Doctor Who magazine issue 597, which is the most recent issue of Doctor Who magazine, has a article titled Whose New Writer? Shooter Gatwa's first season of the Doctor will feature an episode co-written by writing duo Katie Heron and Bryony Redmond. Kate was the executive producer and director of the entirety of the popular Marvel Studio series Loki, as well as directing on the Netflix hit Sex Education, which starred Shooty as Eric Effon. Bryony is an actor, comedian, and BAFTA Roecliffe winning writer whose work includes the Welsh crime comedy Pontbrek and the award-winning short film Forget Me Not, which screened across film festivals internationally. The pair have collaborated on a range of work together, including their comic The Star King, as well as TV and film projects, including the sci-fi Miss Universe and the acclaimed short film Smear. Kate says, clearly I can't get enough time travel. It's an absolute honour to write for Russell and Shooty. We've had so much fun and can't wait for you all to see it. Bryony says, as a big fan of Doctor Who and Rusty Davis, it's been a dream to write on this show. Showrunner Rusty Davis says, this is when I absolutely love my job. Working with the star talent of Kate and Bryony makes my whole world bigger and brighter and a lot more fun. I was a huge fan of Loki and reached out to Kate to say so. She then introduced me to Bryony. It was all systems go. They've written a wonderful script which created unique challenges for cast and crew alike. The end result is gorgeous and thrilling and scary and not like any other episode of Doctor Who. Next up, also in Doctor Who magazine, issue 597, is the article titled Who's New Producer? Alison Sterling has been named as a producer of Block 1 of Shooter Gatwa's second season of Doctor Who. Speaking exclusively to Doctor Who magazine, Alison answered some questions. What is your first memory of Doctor Who? I was about 5 years old. We had a black and white TV which sat in the corner next to the gas fire. I think Patrick Troughton may have been the Doctor, but to be honest I spent most of the episode behind the sofa in terror at the Daleks, so my memories are a little hazy now. Who's your favourite companion? It has to be Billie Piper as Rose. She felt like she had agency and great chemistry with Christopher Eccleston. What are you most excited to shoot? No spoilers. All of our sets are gorgeous, thanks to our wonderful design team, but I think the sequence in the jungle will be the most fun to shoot. A technical challenge with wires and gimbals and visual effects and stunts. Lots of things to go wrong. And it's not Doctor Who magazine news now, but it is related to the 2023 festive special of Doctor Who. As we'll be talking about stuff related to that and the 2024 season. Now, Disney Plus seem to have made a bad decision here. So if you should be able to see behind me, so we've got streaming season streamings on Disney Plus. They've told us what we've got coming up. So we've got the Santa Clauses season 2 out on the 11th of November, Dashing Through the Snow on the 17th of November, Naughty 9 on the 23rd of November, Christmas with Walt Disney on the 24th of November, The Shepherd on the 1st of December, Diary of a Whimper Kid Christmas Cabin Fever on the 8th of December, and on the 25th of December we've got Doctor Who Holiday Special, The Church on Ruby Road. Because as I've mentioned in the last couple of episodes, it's never been explicitly said that it was Christmas. It's been said it's a festive special, so it's either going to be Christmas or New Year. So, yes, and as it says here, Doctor Who Holiday Special, so we know the title is The Church on Ruby Road, and we can see that it was being broadcast on Christmas Day. So yes, don't think Disney were meant to do that, but they have, so it gives me something else to talk about. So yes, we've actually finished talking about, finally, of all of the news. We're all up to date for series 14, the 2024 series of Doctor Who. And in the next episode, I'll be catching up on all of the news related to the 60th anniversary specials. But that's it for the Everything Podcast, Season 2, Episode 129. Goodbye.